guys, welcome back to the arena, and apologies for that delay. After much awaiting, we've finally got this much anticipated, literally triggered in red with triple Typhoon Fleet, Augur Navy issue, Magus, Ponti, double Deacons, and double Vengeance. Miz, do you want to run us through Exodus quickly before this match starts?
Yeah, Exodus is also bringing 3 faction battleships. This time it's Epoch Navy issues, and they're supported by 2 mages, 1 Blackbird, 2 Deacons, a Hyena, and a Confessor. So this is going to be a big battleship brawl.
Yeah, for sure. And both these teams have warped in at range, directly opposite from each other. So there's, a little bit of time before they can start properly engaging. But Michael Rinner and the Pontifex, but he's just going straight down, and he's gone. He's just been volleyed by the Napox.
So the desk cast were talking about headshotting, and this was a really good headshot with these long-range lasers, taking out one of the link ships, and the second one is firing right after.
As well. Yeah, he's gone as well. So I mean, they're going to have those residual links for another 45 seconds or so, but after that they're going to be linkless, and that's a pretty big disadvantage. And immediately they're trying to trade for this Blackbird. On the other side, the Vengeance is now they're trying to clear some of this tackle off. Obviously they're not in there yet. They walked in so far from each other, probably like 80 to 100 kilometers. I'm not sure exactly, but this Vengeance of Maddox is going down before he's even anywhere near the action.
Yeah, so as a third support ship getting headshot, and this is looking really, really good for the Exodus team. They are good pilots with good theory crafting, so they are really executing their setup as it should be. And the last Vengeance is going down now, and I think that the Blackbird is jamming out the Deacons. Like, these are frigates, so they do have a weak sensor strength.
Yeah, and of course it's a tough situation for literally triggered, as they want to be burning in. But with these Deacons, obviously they only have 14 kilometers rep range optimal, I think. So it falls off pretty steeply after that. So keeping everything compact and trying to burn in and keep everything alive with that limited rep range, and it's a pretty tough task for Park Bank and Raiface, and we've seen them do some exceptional work in the past. But Psycho-Kashi now in the Vengeance is taking chunks as well. So these Napox are just absolutely blasting whatever comes into them.
Yeah, these laser ship can pack a really good damage. Also, Epoch Navy issues and the Tech 1 brothers, they have an optimal range bonus and a tracking bonus, so it can really apply well to stuff out far out. And they have utilized it with this setup, having the Blackbird to jam out the opposing Logi and having the Hyena to help with application.
Yeah, so I mean, finally, literally triggered arriving on the scene and starting this fight off. I mean, getting into their kind of brawling position, but I mean, they've already lost 3 ships and they're about to lose a 4th. This Augur Navy issue of Adri is probably going to go down pretty quickly, and they haven't taken anything back yet. That Blackbird is still living, and Adri does in fact go down.
Yeah, I think the Hyena pilot on the Exodus team, same guy, Solet, has been doing a really good job screening for the opposing team, making sure that nothing gets too close, and then using. I should need to check if he's using target painters or not.
Yeah, and I mean, we saw this Epoch Navy, I should call them Napox, everyone calls, this Napoc comp earlier from Exodus, and it seems pretty effective. I'm not sure if they're just super poor and only have 1 comp or something. Bouncing.
Yeah, at this rate, I don't really see the literary trigger team take any more kills, because the Confessor and the Hyena are actually really tanky ships, and so are the Deacons and the Mages, so they can't really take out these small ships really quickly snipe, and these Napox are just too tanky for them to take out either.
Yeah, it's going to be really, really tricky for them to kill anything here. I mean, the Lynx primary at the start is, I mean, it's paying off huge. Obviously, the Lynx bonuses are so strong, and if you can kill those Lynx right at the start of the match, then it weakens everything else on the entire grid for the rest of the match. And this match is looking to be a fairly long one. It's going to be a bit of a slugfest. I mean, obviously, Eltrig burning across the arena, spending 2 minutes making their approach. So yeah, the effect of those links was definitely felt as soon as they arrived on the scene. And the second Deacon of Eltrig goes down, and this is going to be all she wrote for literally triggered in Alliance Tournament 17.
Yeah, this thing is, like, Minmatar ships are known to be faster than MR ships, but when you're losing your links, you lose that speed advantage, and suddenly these Typhoon Fleet issues are having a hard time catching up to the Apox.
Yeah, and I really like this this Napoc comp from Exodus. It's kind of similar in some regards, I suppose, to the Abaddon comp, where you just focus on this heavy top end of 3-gun battleships and just try and blast whatever you can. And these Napocs it's a slightly different approach because we've seen the Abaddons go in at 0 and they're also paired with 3 Oracles, whereas these Napocs seem to warp in at range and just sit there stationary like turrets and shoot whatever's coming into them. And with their projection bonuses and tracking bonuses, it seems to work pretty well for Exodus here.
I think actually these setups are two widely different setups. The Abaddon and Oracle setup is just to burn down something big with raw DPS, while this Apoc Navy setup is more about headshotting something.
Yeah,
we used to call this kind of comes the Kingslayer comes, because you take out the Logi or some other key ships, and then you just use that advantage to press on.
Yeah, it's a slightly different take on it, but yeah, I mean, this second Typhoon fleet issue now goes down for literally triggered, so they've just got the one left in the Vengeance, and yeah, this is going to be the end of their tournament adventure. Yeah, another strong performance from Exodus. I'm not like the analysts were saying on the desk. Sorry, it would be a big upset if they were to go out, a big shock if they were to lose in the tournament at this point. And of course, commiserations to literally triggered for going out so early, but being drawn up against Exodus is never going to be an easy match, and it's unlucky that the bracket unfolded that way.
Yeah, it's definitely a tough matchup for them. It's a hard team to face, and Exodus definitely want to go as far as they can, and they are definitely going to be sending teams out of this tournament. With the last Vengeance going down, like, it just looks like literally Triggered went literally out of the arena, as they are on an Exodus from the lower bracket. GG, and back to the arena. Sorry, back to the desk.